Yo, welcome to the Destiny Nerds podcast. This is episode 45, the big 4-5. We're getting close to 50. I'm Bearded Luke, and this is Maddox, my co-host. What's up, brother?
Oh, that's good.
So how you doing? I'm sure it's been like super easy to play Destiny 2 this last couple weeks because it's
Yes.
been working perfectly. So how's
It's
your
been
Destiny
so
life
good.
been?
Like, I don't think I've ever seen the servers work so well these past few weeks where I'm on the game 100% all day, every day. No issues.
No
It's
issues?
fantastic. Yeah.
Same,
By
same.
that,
Dude,
I mean, it's
I
been
did
fucking
like
awful.
I did like 5 I did like 5 mass raids in a row, easy. Nah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been a
With no,
rough week. It's
I
been a rou
went flawless back to back to back. No problems.
it's been a rough Destiny week. Uh basically,
Few weeks now because it's
few weeks.
been
It's been
a
like
few
2
weeks since
weeks.
we spoke. So it's been pretty
Since
bad.
yeah, since the last time we had an episode, basically somebody has been DDoSing Bungie like for 2 weeks, which is like consistently wrecking their servers, and
Hmm.
it's been like you can barely. It's kind of like if you're getting on Destiny, it's like Russian roulette. Like you're either gonna get something. You're either gonna get in there and play, or you're not playing that entire night.
It's pretty
Uh,
awful.
yeah, it's not been fun. But how's life? What's been up, bro?
Life's good,
We,
man. Just watching football every weekend, of course.
hey,
Sports betting, and
speaking of football, bro, how about the Buckeyes last night?
that was a fun game to watch. That was a
I don't
fun
care
game to
about
watch. I'm
football, but
surprised you
I'm from
knew anything
Ohio,
about
baby.
that.
Of course, I knew. I mean, I was filming a wedding last night, and there was 2 TVs that they brought into the reception to watch the Ohio State game.
That's a
People
huge, that's a huge
people love
game to
Ohio
have at a
State
wedding.
here. They love Ohio State, and whenever I film weddings in the fall, people will like have a bunch of Friday weddings so that they don't miss Ohio State games on
Makes
Saturday.
sense.
No,
It was a
it,
whole argument
it's
with my wedding as well too, because
it,
being a Florida State fan, we were playing Miami the same night that we got married, and there was like an argument of like we should totally have a TV at our wedding, and thank God
no.
people
They'll
had.
play them next year.
I know, right? No, we're chilling. No, it was fun though.
Anyways, that's it's yeah, football. I've been chilling. I have been filming weddings and bro making a bunch of content that does
That's
nothing to do with
awesome.
Destiny. Just like I'm shooting a YouTube video like right after this and making short form stuff. I got the new iPhone this week.
Nice little titanium square.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so much different than the last one.
I bet.
Like so much different.
That's good. I'm
I'm
glad.
just I'm
Were
just
you even
kidding.
you stayed in line for all that?
Well, I pre-ordered it and the app broke. So usually I have it shipped to me and it said it was going to ship on October or I could go pick it up. So I went and picked it up and I had to wait in a line to check in and then I waited in a line to get it. So it only ended up taking 30 minutes, but it wasn't so
Nice.
bad.
Not bad. I guess it's
But
better than sitting in the hot air in Florida waiting for that.
yeah, it was Ohio and it's fall, so it's amazing here right now.
Must be
It
nice.
feels so good outside. And my kids started walking last week.
Oh
So
wow.
Crew is just
Okay, crew.
it's like a whole new world. This dude just
Crew's walking
walking
now,
around.
everybody.
Yeah, Crew is walking
I had to tell the
everywhere.
people that met crew.
Yeah, Crew's walking everywhere. My wife's 17 weeks pregnant now, which is
That's awesome.
crazy.
Good for you guys.
If I even said that on the podcast yet, if not, we're having another kid.
That's a good question.
I
I
don't
actually
think I
don't know.
did actually. So we're having another kid in February of
Oh yeah.
2024, the day before leap year day,
I love that.
and we find out what it is this week.
What if it is
So,
leap year? What if they're born? Wait, is leap year day this year? Do we have one?
yeah, the day after Allie's due date is leap year date. So like if it's born that day, it only have a birthday every 4 years or something crazy
It'll
like
literally be 4 years old after like 16 years.
that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
I
but
had
yeah,
someone when I was
Destiny.
little that had said that their birthday was on leap year, and they were turning 12. They're like, I'm only 3. I'm like, shut up. I hate you. Oh
Yeah, dude.
goodness.
We're finding out what it is this week. What do you want it to be?
A girl. You need a girl.
Okay. I
You already
kind of
have a
want it.
boy.
I want it to be a
Good
boy
experience
because
the
they're
other
gonna
one.
be so close in age. Like they could be best buds.
Perfect.
They could be like you and Mikey.
No, you need a girl.
Okay. All right.
You
We'll
need a
see what
girl.
happens. I'm kind of terrified.
Or if you have a boy again, then you need to try for a girl.
Okay. Okay.
So she'll have 2 bigger brothers
You can
that
just do
will.
that too. If you try for it, it just happens.
I mean, honestly, genetic manipulation.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure everyone's enjoying us talk about nothing but not Destiny. So because it's been a weird week of Destiny. We have a lot
It
of stuff.
has.
We have
It
a
has.
lot
We
of
have a
stuff.
lot of stuff to talk about today. Like a lot of cool things. Like I feel like this past 2 weeks since we've spoken has like been a very eventful week. So I was like really looking forward to this episode because there's just like we got cool people to talk to, of course, too,
Yeah.
and cool things to talk
Random. It
about.
was just
So
random things. Like, it wasn't like a DLC came out it
yeah,
was like,
yeah. Like we've talked about Crota recently, and then like the showcase, like stuff that's been coming out, and now it's like stuff that's actually happening in game.
yeah, it's been crazy. But all right, sick. Well, we have 2 guests in. We're gonna get our first guest in. We have the awesome ShieldMaiden.
We do indeed.
What's up?
What's going on?
Welcome to the podcast. We're so excited that you're here.
Yeah, me too.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So, as most people that are listening or watching, if you're watching, we love to talk to our content creator guests about their past, like how they got into Destiny, how they got into content. So, Shield, hook me up with like your story because I literally know nothing about you, and I like that because it helps me ask
It's a good thing. Yeah.
questions. So, like, why do you make like? It's all right. There's a lot here. So tell me from the
Unpack it
beginning,
here, buddy.
like what made you want to start making content, and then if Destiny's involved in that, just tell me that full story.
Yeah, so my friend group back in like 2019 got me into Destiny, and like right after Deepstone Crypt dropped, they all stopped playing Destiny. So it
That's
was
awesome.
like we were in the first encounter for like I had no idea like what rating was or like anything like that. They were like, "Hey, come do this 6-man activity." You know, it's like the day one or whatever. I was like, "Okay, this is really hard. Like, what the heck?" And then they all just stopped playing. So, but I was like kind of hooked at that point. I was like, "This is super fun. Like, I like the way the guns shoot. I like all the abilities and stuff." And I just needed people to play with. So like I took to Twitter and I realized like people stream video games and I was like, well, I'll stream and if anybody comes by, like maybe I can play with them or something. So it was really just a way to like make friends and like game with people. And yeah, it never really was about like making content, which is like weird to say because people like call me a content creator. But it never really like started out that way. And but like now I'm into like YouTube and TikTok and you know like I want to help people. I like getting people through raids and doing like low mans. Like I created the low man hub in the Lighthouse Discord and stuff. So yeah, everything just kind of evolved. Like it was super organic and I don't know, really really fun. So
Awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. Sam, it looked like you want to
I
say
had a
something,
question, but I
bro.
was gonna wait. I was gonna wait.
Do
I
it.
wanted you to
Do
tell.
it.
I wanted you to tell us a little bit more about the low man thing as well too, because a lot of people have like something they do. Like, in my sense, I do scrims and trials, different things like that. Luke kind of has his own thing. Luke's more of like a off Destiny type content, but he also still plays the game.
This is my Destiny content right now.
Right, exactly. So tell us a little bit more about the low man stuff that you created, because I remember you reaching out to me a while back about your ideas and stuff like that. So just kind of tell people about it if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I actually haven't I don't wanna say, like, I haven't been serious, you know, like, about Destiny for that long, but, even getting into Lowmans was a really organic process. It was just me and my friend Lab, and we really didn't play with anybody else at the time, and I was like, "I really wanna raid, but we don't really have a squad," so we went into, the first encounter in VoW called Acquisition,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Let's just see if we can do it." And then we just did it after like 4 hours of being in there. And I was like, "That was super fun. What else can we do?" And so we just started doing like a bunch of low man stuff, but I didn't know that it was called low mans. I didn't know that it was like this challenge thing that like Destiny, you know, players did. So
Mhm.
started doing them and then like obviously, you know, I would stream them or something and then people were like, "Well, hey, like can you teach me how to do that?" Or like, "I've always wanted to do that, but I don't know how." And I'm like, "Well, let me help. Let me show you. Like, let me show you you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it." Like it's, you know, it's just about getting in there with people that aren't going to like poop all over you for what you want to run or like how you're doing something, just
Mhm.
getting in there with like people who are really easygoing and like kind and you know like know how the encounter works with 3 people versus 6. And that's kind of like what I've built in the Lighthouse. I mean, there were already like I think a couple other servers that did low man stuff. I just was trying to do it like in my corner of the few communities that I'm in. And yeah, like we have like a couple, they're not like Sherpas, it's just like guides, like low man guides. And people can sign up for, you know, any of the available raids. And you get 2 guides that come with you, and you just set up like a time and a place, and you go through the raid.
That's
It's
awesome.
super simple, yeah, really,
That is
really easy. And, like,
that's
there have
cool.
been so many people, getting through, like, low mans that they were like, "I never thought I was ever gonna be able to do that." And it's so cool to, like, see that, you know, they put it on Twitter, and it's like a super proud moment, so,
That is
yeah.
cool.
That is cool. I've never done any low man stuff, so I always find it like mind-blowingly like impressive because it takes skill. I mean, I know a lot of it when I watch is like making sure that you're like, I mean, this some of the skills just making sure you're like doing stuff perfectly, right? Like it's like a routine.
Right.
But it's sweet. So how many raids and like how many activities have you like what's your most proud low man activity that you've done basically?
Um, I liked Duo Ron. Yeah, me and
Ooh,
Lab duoed Ron, and I know it's like, you know, the easiest raid or anything like that, but
but
it was
still,
just 2 of
the
us,
whole
which
raid,
was
Yeah.
the whole
like,
Yeah,
raid,
it's
you
like
yeah,
do the whole
the
I
raid.
gotta
whole
say
raid, yep.
That's awesome.
it's not the
Yeah,
easiest raid whenever it's meant for 6
There's 2
people and
people,
2 of you
yeah.
did it. That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That's like how cool Destiny is that we like it so much that we just try to do it with less people somehow.
Yeah. And it's like it was I don't know, it was just neat, and it was, like, on stream, and it actually the boss took us, like, 2 days, because it's repetition, it's optimizing loadouts, it's not getting booped at the worst RNG time,
I was gonna say there's
and
some
yeah,
RNG in that low man
yeah,
if I remember correctly. And like
yeah,
the people that are soloing are like you have to have the perfect RNG with, you know, where the
everything.
things spawn, the bombs, and like the teleportation and shit like that. So good for you. That is awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Congratulations
so
for
that's
doing that.
probably, yeah, the best, so, yeah.
What about you, Luke?
Sweet.
Have you completed any low man?
No, I just literally just like you're just giving me crap. No, I
Shit.
haven't. I don't want to. Like
You should, dude. That would be so fucking funny to watch. Holy
I
shit.
would do it like if I streamed it just for your entertainment, but like
Please.
I have no desire to do that. Like I'm like
They
as
are
efficient.
fun. Like in all
It
seriousness, like once
looks
you learn it, like it is such an accomplishment. Like
I think
I
yeah,
think
I think
my
the
biggest one
accomplishment would be sick. The
My biggest one
accomplishment
would
would feel
be
great.
trioing King's Fall. That was fun as hell. Like that was
Yeah,
difficult,
Okay, I would do
and
that.
that one's fun.
It's
That
my
one's
favorite
fun
raid.
because you have like
Totem
everything.
sucks.
Everything, yeah, it was awful. Everything that you do is like someone has a task, and if you don't complete it, you're not doing it right. Like it's tough. So no, that's awesome. Congrats to
Yeah,
you for creating that Shield
Heck yeah.
and continue
thanks.
doing that stuff like that because community needs stuff like that. So
Yeah, is the
um
light you said the lighthouse. That sound
yeah.
is that the same lighthouse that me and you talk about, Maddox? Can you
Yep.
tell us about that community that you're part of?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, content creators in there, but, like Bonafide Hero,
Mhm.
Love that
I
man.
think
Love him. We've had him on a
created
few
or
episodes.
J-Man actually, I think, was, like, one of
Love
the
him too.
founders. Yeah, love J-Man.
Me too. He's
I
the
mean,
best.
really anybody in the Lighthouse, especially, like, the admins and the founders, I mean, they're just amazing people. Haterade,
Hmm.
Star Killer, Bergenstar, like they're amazing people, and they're just cracked out of their minds at Destiny, and um probably like just some of the kindest people I think I've ever met in the community. And it's really nice. Like the Discord itself, like people LFG in there all the time. There's like a general channel for just people to talk about whatever. And I've never seen anything bad going on that Discord like ever. So
That's
it's
awesome.
been really, really cool.
It's definitely
Yeah.
an awesome group of people. Like the people that run it and the people that harbor into that community is awesome. I got
Yeah.
my first Crota clear because of people in that Discord. So
Oh,
I feel like I need to
nice.
it was
join
cool.
this Discord. I was in there and then I like cleaned all my Discords and I didn't know what that one was and I feel bad about it.
Pitiful.
It's like, what
Gotta
is
get
this
You
you back
can
in.
always
lighthouse?
join back.
Yeah.
Nope. One soul.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you only get one entry. That's it.
All right. All right. Let's get our
We're
other
missing
guest in here.
somebody. We're
Yeah,
missing somebody.
we have one more guest here. You wanna introduce this
Yeah.
guest
So
to us?
our next guest is someone that I've known for a while, and he's probably like top 2 but not 2 in Destiny PvP. You know what I'm saying? So he's
Top
part of it.
2, like
Yeah,
just if
but
there's
not
2
2.
people, not number 2. So he's number 1.
Get it? Anyways, we have the one and only Mr. Nerve. Oh my God, now I have to get it situated here. Here we
Hey,
go again.
Nerve.
Sorry.
Hello.
There we go. Welcome in, brother. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you guys?
So good. So
Hey,
good. When
okay,
I hear
brother.
your voice and not so since I've seen you in person, when I hear your voice and I can't see you, I'm just picturing you next to me talking, and it's
There you go. Yep. Unfortunately, Nerve will not have a webcam tonight, but he is
Yeah, you
just
all
as
are missing
gorgeous as
out.
one
You're
might
in
think.
spirit.
So
Yeah. All right, Nerve. I want to hear your story. What got you into Destiny, and how is that connected to you making any content?
Yeah, so before Destiny 1 began as a whole, I was a huge Halo fan. I would play like Halo Reach with a bunch of my friends. And around the time the Destiny 1 beta came out, I was like told about it, right? So gave it a try. It was pretty fun. I really enjoyed like the whole PvE thing because at the time I only really played PvP in Halo. I was kind of like my thing, so it was really fun to like give that a try. Once that ended up coming out, I kind of just did my own thing. I was like super young at the time too. This was around like 2014, so I was probably like 10 or 11. But I would always do like just kind of Crucible and that kind of stuff. Like I really wouldn't do that much PvE, but
You
once
were
trials
10
came
years
around,
old when it came out.
oh yeah,
Making me
that's
feel
yeah.
ancient. You're making me
Wait,
feel ancient, Nerve.
I want to mention the video that you posted on Twitter. I'll mention that in a second. So continue
Yeah.
on. Continue on. We have to show that.
Yeah, so I was just like, a normal player at the time until around, I want to say like the first half of 2015. That was when Trials first came out. And I was pretty good at it at the time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try giving like streaming a chance. And so I would do like carries with some friends or like just, play with friends in general. And I enjoyed it a lot. It's kind of like what started my whole love for like Destiny as a whole.
Okay, I found it.
You have the clip?
I do. Should we show it?
Yeah, let's show it, and
Yeah,
then
go
I'll
for
keep
it.
asking
Okay.
questions.
Here we go.
If
I
you're
have
if
to-
you're
I
listening to
have
this, you'll have
fucking
to go watch it.
Show
on
you
Twitter.
guys this. This is hilarious.
Oh, you don't have it prepped?
Well, I had to relax. Okay.
Oh, hey
and
everyone, it's me.
Here we go.
No
Here it is.
shot.
This is Nerve as what in a 13-year-old streaming Destiny 1. Okay.
Bro. He's so cute.
It was
Yo, and you don't have a camera now? Come on. Look how freaking legit this is.
Yeah, I had like a whole green screen and everything.
Oh.
look at him just like yeah,
Dude,
bro.
look
on
at
the
him
fucking bed.
cheesing, bro. That's
Oh,
the-
dude, I love it.
That's
I
the
love
best
it. I
thing
love
I've
it. I
seen
love it.
in a month.
Oh, can't show that.
That just made me like you even more, just because of how innocent and cute you were as
That
a
is
kid
just
playing.
so cool. I love that.
That is so
fucking
freaking
video.
cool, man. I was like just out of college when you were 13, so holy cow, that makes me feel like an old piece of ancient garbage. But anyways, that's sweet. So you've been streaming. You were streaming when you were 13. Like, have you just been going
Oh,
since
yeah.
then?
Yeah, so I started on my main channel, right? I would kind of just do my own thing on there. And then at some point, like Rise of Iron, I got asked to stream for the Destiny Trekker channel. I was part of like a whole group of
Oh,
guys who
cool.
would just kind of run around and do our own thing. I don't know if you guys know Danfinity.
Yeah.
He's one of the people who
course.
also streamed on
We
that
love
channel.
him.
Oh yeah. And it was pretty cool, like being that young and being able to like kind of show how I wasn't like, or how like decent I was at the game at that time, right? Really opened me up to like a whole other audience, which is pretty cool. Kind of like introduced me, like helped me build connections, that kind of stuff, and that's kind of like where I started.
That's awesome. I didn't know that that was like a connection for you. Like that is
Oh
never
yeah,
like
that's kind of
rose
like
to
where it all
mind.
started.
That's cool. I would have never guessed that that's like someone that you were, that brought you into the space or something like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So where
I
are you
wanna-
at now with this? I was gonna say, like, are you like a full? I never know this stuff, so please forgive me if this is like super common knowledge, but I just don't know what everybody's doing. Like, are you streaming full? Like, is content your full-time job? Like, or is this like a goal? Or you streaming all the time? Are you making YouTube videos? Are you doing shit like what? Where are you at now? What's up now?
At the moment, I kind of just stream trials as like a side hobby, something like I just enjoy doing. Currently in college, so I'm trying to pursue all that kind of stuff. But
Nice.
yeah, it's been really fun to just kind of hop on and be able to like stream and talk to people, talk to chat, all that kind of stuff.
Now you are something you are a part of something pretty big in the Destiny community, if I might say myself. Like you're part of one of the biggest PvP clans, and you know I'm not gonna say organization, but like in a sense it's an organization. Like you're owned by you know someone that owns a business and stuff like that, and like they ran you guys since D1. You know I am the clan and stuff like that. Like you guys used to do you know tourneys and you know like all the big stuff back in Destiny 1 was like always I am BSK, all those people. So like tell us how it is like to be a part of that. You know, because I think you have been not like the most recent member, but probably one of the most recent members within the last year, I would say.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of take us through that whole, you know, ordeal of being a part of something like that.
Yeah, it's honestly really cool actually looking back because you know back then I would always watch like tournament streams, that kind of stuff. I wasn't good at it at the time in D1, obviously, but you know watching
tells us something different.
watching like Walla and all them play. I went to Guardian Con in 2017, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
I watched like Dr. Lupo, Walla, all of them play on stage, and it was pretty cool. Being able to like see like how they started, and like now looking back, like last year I finally joined alongside with them. It's a pretty good feeling.
That's awesome. And then you're real good friends with majority of the people that are in there now, I would say.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's like, and then you got to play on the big stage with us. We're like probably the biggest PvP streamers.
Right. You got to meet Maddox and Bearded Luke on the big stage.
I can't believe it.
Like
it's
that
insane.
was. I mean, I'm just kidding. I did not belong up there, but it was so fun.
That was super fun.
Luke got me though. Luke got me one time. That's all he wanted.
That's
he
all I.
He sniped me and looked straight. He looked over. I've never seen this man's head snap.
Luke was going crazy,
right, bro. He sniped me and goes, and looks like I'm like, hey, relax, okay? Oh shit, no, that was fun.
Bro.
You can't tell me that wasn't one of the like coolest events I think in Destiny. You know, in the most recent history, where like Destiny 2 has been like not looked at as like a main stage, you know, tournament style PvP.
Yeah,
that was by far the most fun I've had, like doing something like that, and to be a part of it was just you can't help but to say thank you, you know, to all the people that ran it and stuff like that. So. I was happy for you to be a part of it, Luke to be a part of it, and a lot of the other Six Fronts guys being up there as well too. It was really cool to see your friends up there competing. So
yeah, being able to like
Shield next. You gotta get up in there, Shield.
No,
Yeah,
I do not
year.
belong up there. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
You do.
Oh,
if you need to feed to the other team, I'm your girl. But like other than that, I'm good.
It was cool to see some people up there that like that I personally just didn't know, you know, that may not have been a part of the PvP scene. Like there was someone up there, Ballista Kitty, someone I've never knew who she was, but I got to meet her and see her pop off with, you know, the Laminarch, unfortunately.
Popping off with Laminarch.
It's cool to see some folks that, you know, you just aren't on that side of the community and, you know, seeing other faces and stuff like that be interested in the same stuff that you're interested in as well too. So that was pretty fun. But are you guys ready to talk about some Destiny?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Heck yeah.
So, don't make fun of me. I'm drinking out of my.
You have a Stanley. Come on, brother.
I have my own.
That was stereotypical.
So, there's been a lot that's happened. We do this podcast every 2 weeks, and it seems like there's so much that happens in between the two episodes that we have, like, thankfully, so much to talk about. So, like, in the past 2 weeks, we've had weapon crafting be bugged out of the absolute hell.
Yeah.
So.
Called the crafting,
those that don't know, it's been deemed as the craftening. And what that was is all of Destiny's crafted weapons, the frame of the weapon, so like an aggressive frame shotgun, you could put that on a full auto rifle and have like 8 shots come out at one time or something in that regard. So like everybody's weapons were absolutely busted. You could put a wave frame GL on a auto rifle. You could put a shotgun onto a heavy grenade launcher, a shotgun onto a linear fusion. Like there were so many things. I mean, you even put you put Desperado on a hand cannon, and
oh yeah,
like Take us through
Wow.
what you guys did. If you Luke was talking about how he wasn't able to
Yeah.
be a part of it. So
I was at
you
a
guys,
NASCAR race, so I
yeah,
was
but you
still
had more
having
fun,
fun.
obviously.
I was having a good old American time. Okay. Listen, before we
Oh,
start,
goodness.
at a NASCAR race, so like they do like God Bless America first. Then they do like a full-on prayer, and then they do the national anthem, and then they say start your engines, and then you get chills, and then you just
Oh, man.
watch, you just yeehaw.
Huh.
It's fun.
Did-
And there's some interesting people at NASCAR races, but
And you went to what you said you went to Bristol?
went to
Wait,
Bristol.
that's an American place to go
That was the rate,
watch a
bro. It
NASCAR
is
race.
literally a gigantic, like 100,000 person NASCAR stadium in the middle of nowhere. Like there's nothing there. You just park in the grass and walk there.
I love that.
Anyways,
that.
let's talk about that. I missed it. So like I was watching on Twitter the whole
Yeah.
time, and
It was
I
was
wanna hear all about
absolute all hell broke loose. So like take us through what you guys did. What was your favorite weapon that you created, and like what did you guys, a lot of people went and got like easy solo flawlesses of certain things. Me, not so much. I still
then they got
struggled.
shamed on Twitter for it, by the way.
They did. So take us through, like, Shield, we'll go with you first. Take us through like what you did and think different things like that. How was the crafting for you?
Well, this will be quick because I could only get the Amit
Same.
and the what is it called? Oh no, it's that linear fusion from Briar's Contempt.
Okay.
I could only craft those two. I guess my internet's just too good. Like I couldn't.
Hey,
I had like
good
a
problem
bunch
to
of
have, I guess,
streams.
right?
I mean, it's good, but it was like I felt like I was missing out. You know.
Yeah.
People were doing some really cool things, but yeah, I didn't want to go into PvP. Seeing all the wacky
was
stuff
tough.
people had, I saw Panda with the GL, and I was like, no, thank you. So I just like ran some dungeons solo, and it was like I killed Keitel in a bell and a half.
That's
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I was and I was just like, this is cheating, right? But
Oh,
it was just like
definitely.
it was cool
It
to
was
like
legal
just
cheating.
yeah, it
Right.
was. I mean, it was just cool to like mess around with, and like I kind of felt like, oh, this is like what game devs get to do like all the time or something. Like it was just kind of neat for like being in somebody else's shoes for like a weekend. But I didn't really like I didn't test it out in PvP. I just kind of like ran some dungeons and like had fun and then was like playing other stuff. So, but I heard Nerve did way more. So,
Yeah, Nerve, you had some pretty viral tweets going on there throughout the community. Take us through what you did.
Yeah, so broken weapons aside, my favorite gun that I created was I called it the last paragraph. Kind of a take on the last
Why?
word.
Tell us.
So
oh my god.
it was the new Hankin from this season. I forget what it's called. I think it's
Kept
Kept
Confidence.
Confidence. Yeah, that one. I put the battle rifle frame on it, the hipfire.
Oh my
Oh my gosh.
oh my god.
On top of that, I put enhanced hipfire grip as well as Desperado. So if I got a kill, I could reload and then I could just hipfire spray it like 200 rounds per minute. It was so much fun.
Oh my
That's
god. Was it pretty
wild.
easy to use?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Range was crazy on it too.
That's insane.
That's
Imagine
nuts.
imagine there's something like that. Like if something does come about, like I mean that's like what Last Word was whenever it was like OG Last Word, whenever
Yeah,
it
when it
could
first came
be
out.
used on PC.
Dude,
Now it's not even possible. So I bet it felt good.
I'm so mad that I missed this because I'm like the guy that like I time travel in Animal Crossing. Like I freaking cheat in Zelda like constantly. I dupe everything. Like this was my weekend.
a thing. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I do everything I can to just like not have to sit and do the things. So
It was
this
nice.
would've got
I'm not
me
gonna
through
lie.
this would have got me through some stuff I needed to get finished.
It
Like
did.
I wanted to go into the freaking lost sectors and just get all my exotics done real fast, just fly in there and
Mhm.
kill everything.
I didn't even
It-
think to
Gosh.
do that.
It was
To, like, farm
Warden's Law.
stuff.
It was
Yeah.
Warden's Law week as well too. So I just got Warden's Laws out the ass,
Dude,
dude.
4-minute nightfalls.
Dude, we got
Dude,
it
I
down
would
to
have done
12
Conquer
minutes.
too. I would have done some Conquers like real fast.
We got it down to 12 minutes. That whole like normally it was like 25 was like a regular run, 28 roughly, if depending on how slow you are,
Man,
and then
bruh.
it got down to 14 minutes. So we cut off 10 plus minutes
Had
with
to
that
be
stupid hack.
weekend.
It was I loved it.
It
It was
looks-
awesome.
It looked fun. I just love
I went
being
flawless
like
quite a few times as well too.
I'm the guy that
I
would
did take it into PvP.
I would have bro, I would have taken advantage of it so hard. Like I would have kept it. I would have found a way to keep it like for as long as humanly possible. Like I don't even care if it's fair. Like
I will say that this might be like not a popular take here, but I'm glad that it's gone. It was nice to get like a little taste, you know.
Yeah, it
But,
wouldn't
like,
be a
Yeah.
fun game if that'd be way overpowered for everybody.
after like once Monday came around, I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know, like we've had our fun. I went flawless. I did a couple dungeons. I did a couple master raids. By the way, Atheon, it's like 5 GL shots and he was dead from everybody. It was great. Master Atheon, by the way. So I went and did you know, some farm, and then I went and got a few found verdicts. Yeah, I went and got a few found verdicts for free. Few time lost fate bringers for free. You know, it was, by the way, you could solo Master Templar with the linear fusion. My buddy Haterade, we were playing with him, and he's like, let me just see what I can do. And then I just dropped a well, and then like you blink and the motherfucker was dead, dude. I was like, wait a second. Holy shit. So it was cool to see just like how busted those weapons were against some of the biggest bosses we have in this game.
This is like a real history. This is like not just something like some little tiny thing that happened where like a weapon is like slightly overpowered. This is like the game.
This is much bigger than like the laser beam.
Broke.
Yeah, like the whole,
however long Destiny's been out. This is the game was broken in public, and everyone just got to like I don't think that's gonna happen again. Is it still broke, or have they fixed it yet? Has the fix actually gone through? Can I get a confirmation on that? Play it because I keep getting kicked.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, it could, maybe that's a whole conspiracy theory in itself of what actually is going on. But what my question for well, what was on the top of my head, but now I can't really think of it. But did you said you took it into just PvE Shield? You didn't really take it much into PvP and do much there?
Oh,
I
no.
would say that was one of the easiest flaws I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my buddy went there.
So you crafted weapons and you went in. Did you see, like, did you have a lot of people on the other teams with them? Or
it was awful.
Oh, yes. Okay. So yeah, so
like
I don't know.
Game.
It just doesn't like appeal to me.
So I'm with you on this shield. I could only get the Amit and then the purple, the regnant heavy GL. Those are the only two things I could get to work. And I actually, once I got those, I'm like, what else do I need? Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm good.
True.
I got an auto rifle that shoots out in bullets on end, and then I have a GL that will demolish and delete anything. Like, I was fine. But I didn't go nerve over here and do like fucking, you know, rocket science on what I can do.
Brain,
yeah. And you know what was cool as well too is you could put if you got it right and you did what Nerv was doing, all these enhanced perks were free. So people just got enhanced perks for free, no charge. And it was just I thinking about it, it's like, oh my god, that's awesome. But like I was saying earlier, like it got very old very quick. So but no, I took the Amit into PvP, and it's just as long as you saw the person first, they were dead, you know. And you could hit fire from like in air from like 90 meters away, and it would take like 3 or 4 bullets to kill them. It was just like it was insane, and it was stupid, but also so fun. And I got a God Roll Igneous hammer out of it, so I was pretty happy.
GG's.
Yeah, but
roll it back. Let's do a rollback.
Yeah, no, please don't. Yeah, that's another thing. What do you guys think about that? So that was a big thing from also 2 points here. We'll talk about it. One thing is people like, you should be banned for doing this because you're a piece of shit and you're hacking and blah, 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 blah. We'll talk about that. And also, too, people are talking about how they should roll it back because people got solo flawlesses for free, master raids for free, trio raids for free, different stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on both of those points?
You go first.
Yeah. God bless it.
Yeah, so this is hard. Because, like, in the very beginning when the glitch was first discovered, like obviously I think they could have done something to roll it back, but as time went on, it's kind of like harder and harder to do that because, you know, people get a bunch of stuff and they don't want that to go away. So but I mean, I don't play PvE too often, so I'm not like familiar with how difficult those challenges were. I'm sure they were. I know that kind of compromised a little bit because I know getting flawless last week was probably easier than it usually is, as long as you know, using the Amit or whatever it was. But I think in general, I think everyone for the most part just had fun with it. And I think that was more common than people, you know, not liking it.
Yeah, especially since Bungie literally tweeted out, said, let's have fun with it. You know, they literally said it themselves. So
once I saw that, I was just like, go ahead.
Yeah, in a sense, I'm like, all right, well, they said it. We might as well just you know, have fun with it, like they
Yep.
said. So, but I agree. Like you were saying, going the longer it went on, the more like less chance of them doing any type of rollback. You know, because it was
Exactly. Yeah.
as they were saying, it was a very hard thing to fix, and I think it proved based off what we experienced. You know, with how many issues they first were saying they would just, you know, stop all crafted weapons from being, able to be used and stuff like that. And then they're like, oh, we'll just disable the frames for now. But then it still didn't work. There were still some frames and stuff like that that still worked in a chance. So,
Mhm.
what was it? My second point was people should be banned for this, or in that sense. What are y'all's thoughts on that, Shield?
No, I mean, if Bungie gives the go ahead, like, why should anybody be banned? I mean, I think the only people that didn't have fun that weekend were the people who didn't craft anything. And
Yeah.
so, and then they're still trying to play the game like normally. Like, nobody else is playing the game normally, you know, this weekend. So it's like, it's either find something else to play or join in on the fun. There was like really no in between. And it's like you said, by the time Monday rolled around, it was kind of like, okay, can we like get back to normal a little bit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like, I don't really think things should be like rolled back or anything like that. You still have to, there's still like a certain level, at least on the PvE side, like, or even with PvP, you said like as long as you see the person first. And I mean, I feel like that's true with, I'm not a PvPer, but most engagements, getting that first shot off is like everything, right?
Mhm.
So same for PvE. It's not really about getting the shot off first, but you still have to not die to stupid
Mechanics. Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
You still have to know the mechanics. Yeah, and you're still doing it all by yourself. All that's happening is you're speeding up the TTK.
Mhm.
So what is that? I mean, that's such a minor thing when it comes to these, you know, like kinds of challenges. So I don't know. That's where I stand with it. Like,
Yeah.
you still have to do everything else. Like, what does it matter if you only did one round versus 10 in Goes to the Deep or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I will say I tried to go and solo flawless one of the dungeons, and I died like within like the first like 10 minutes. And I was like, all right, I don't even want to try anymore. Like, I'm done. I did the
Yeah.
first encounter, and then I died to some bullshit. I was like, well, there was my attempt. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I have an opinion on both of the topics. They're
Sure.
both very similar. One, the banning thing. No, obviously no one should be banned. I'm wondering how many people cheated though, like
Oh my
normal
God, that would be
cheaters.
Oh, I have a
insane.
story
Like,
for you.
Oh,
oh,
Oh
tell me.
boy.
Tell me the story, and then
I was
I'll
playing with
continue.
yeah. So I was playing with Defizzle on the Saturday of that whole crafting thing, right? We were doing carries and we matched against a hard aimbotter. Now the funniest thing about this is that we beat him twice in a row, and on the second game he just left the game. He just rage quit. We just made him leave.
there were still people
Oh my
cheating.
gosh.
I played against an aimbotter that like would snipe me with the one body sniper that you can create. You can create the shotgun sniper.
Yeah.
He would just one body you before you could even see you. Like, it was like an obvious, like, yeah, anybody can turn the corner and body you. Like, that was easy. But like the fact that like he did this shit before you could even see him, like genuinely, like the millisecond of him coming around the corner, you were dead. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
And he was triple kill, triple kill, triple kill every single round. And I was like, all right, that's a bit
Yeah.
sus. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the guns are kind of busted, and I just about probably anybody can do this right now, but come on. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So cheating. I assumed that it would probably be.
it was
It's
kind of
like a free.
masked.
Like you could just do it if you wanted to, probably. And I'm assuming thousands of like reports happen, especially from like the random people that are playing that aren't on Twitter and they have no clue like what's going on. They're
Oh
like,
my God.
"This is
Yeah.
weird. Must be some event or something." But so I don't think anyone should have got banned. Now the like whole thing where people are getting shamed for like, bro, listen, those people are just first, it's a video game. So like who
Facts.
freaking gives a crap? Second,
Facts.
dude, they're just jealous. Like I'm telling you, like if I get that, if there's an opportunity to do something that takes less time and is easier, unless the only thing, unless, all right, let me rephrase. There's probably two kinds of players. There's players that are going to do it because it's like a cool accomplishment and it's hard and it's tough. I'm not one of those players. I want to do the thing as fast as possible so that I can get the stupid thing for a seal or get loot. They worked really hard to get the same thing someone didn't have to work really hard for, and I understand that
Yeah.
makes people mad. But like I said, it's a video game, so who freaking cares? They just took advantage of something that was right in front of them. You can't fault them for that. Like, I would have done it, and if you'd have told me I was stupid for that, I'd say, "Shut up, you're stupid."
Perfect. I love it. I love it. No, I'm the same way. Like, you know, if you can't beat them, join them type deal. Like, if everybody else is doing it, why not me? I got shamed for doing it from people that were in the VC while I was doing it. You know, and I could give names if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. But
I don't like that people are shaming people for doing something that
I was
Bungie
getting
said
called,
you're allowed
like,
to do.
I was
Bungie
like,
said you can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
Have
pretty
fun.
awful.
And it, like I said earlier, this was something that's probably never gonna happen again. So take advantage of it while you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean that's true.
like Nerve probably did like 50 cool builds. I'm assuming. Like
Nerve got flamed by these same
I
people
was
we're
cooking
talking
everything up.
about. Yeah, you posted like a video of you like going off in Rumble with that hand cannon, and people were just going off.
We're not happy about that.
Oh, it was awful. Like, who genuinely cares that much?
You're
To
Shield,
sit
you're
there and
right
shame
though.
someone about
Those
it.
people shaming are probably the ones that couldn't get the glitch to work. So they're
Right,
just mad.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, I
FOMO.
hate you for playing. You're so bad. Like, you're such a bad person for that. You know that?
Yeah. Moral high ground, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get off your fucking high ground because no one cares. Okay.
Yeah,
Playing
exactly.
Destiny
simply
2,
that.
It's a
bro.
video
Like,
game. You can't have a moral high ground with a video
Exactly.
game. Like,
not when the company
exhausting.
is saying go ahead.
Literally
and do this.
condoning you to
Exactly.
have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was awful.
If
they
they
were
were
like,
like,
if they literally came out and said like, if you do the glitch, you're getting banned, and then everybody was like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe I won't do
that's a
it.
different
I'll back
story.
off.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they were like, hey guys, we have no clue what happened. We're doing it too. Fuck it. Go ahead. You
Yeah.
know?
They're
I gotta
all
get some
like-
solo flawlesses done. So someone did that show. I wonder, you know what I'm really thinking about here, real quick, and a lot of people brought this up, is how long has this glitch been out and it just now got noticed? Imagine the day one raid being, you know,
that'd be crazy.
bugged
They'd
by
have to
this.
postpone it, like obviously, right? Like if
Oh,
that
absolutely. Or
happened,
they would have straight up just taken out crafted weapons like from the start. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would have just went with the whole like
but what if
flat
it
out,
happened
like
what if it happened like in the raid? Like someone figured out during the raid and like it like compromised it during it. I wonder what they would have had to do. Like
the world's
just
first.
cut the
They're, like,
servers.
they're like
Yeah.
not paying attention to anybody that's world's first right now. They get done in like 30 minutes and they're like, wait a second. What just
Hold on.
happened?
Yeah.
I wonder if they have like DVR on our accounts that's at Bungie where they're like Maddox and they can like roll back in their like thing and see exactly us playing. I don't think they can do that.
How do you do 20 million damage?
They better not. Yeah, how did this guy do 18 million to Crota? What the hell? With an auto rifle? The fuck?
It's just the new gut shot straight.
Yeah.
Hey, I had to do like 50, you know, DPS phases, you know, relax. All right. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. The thing,
Oh
the
my
timer glitch. I was actually in there for 10 hours.
They took out a 0. Okay, it was actually 10 hours, I swear.
That'd be
Oh,
like
that's
we
hilarious.
had Sammy on the podcast. It'd be like Sammy just doing killing
Yeah, like in 10
bosses with
hours. How long is this girl doing these things
10
for? She'd
hours
be
with a
doing
bow.
She be doing like Ghost of the Deep Master. I think that's what she's trying to complete right now. She has to be in there for 4 hours, like to do the solo. She's doing solo
She's committed.
Master Ghost of the Deep dungeon, all bows, no HUD.
No HUD. Yeah.
How
That's
long is that
amazing.
gonna take? Like even if she speed ran that shit,
I
like
don't know.
I think
10
How
she
do
literally
you
has to
speed
do.
run with bows though?
She literally has to do like 25 boss phases. Like that's
She might be the most
insane.
patient person on earth. after
Without
that
a
one, right?
doubt, I would punch a hole in my monitor so
Yeah, bro. I
fast,
wouldn't have a
bro.
PC anymore. I
Imagine
would throw
being
the
like
trash.
4 hours
Yeah.
deep into that, and you get like one shot by
die.
something, and like on like one of your final bosses. Oh, dude, I would summit G my monitor so fast, bro. Just there's no chance. That was a funny little mention there. That's hilarious. We had Sammy on here a while back, and she talked about that. And I'm
You're, like,
curious if she
mind
did
blown.
anything, because you can even do bows. You can do a one-shot bow. I wonder if she did it. We'll have to ask her.
Probably. I don't
That'd be
know.
funny. Yeah, and then she like that's what she did all of her master stuff with. Hacker, cheater.
Cheater.
No, but,
Let's
no,
move
overall,
into, yeah.
overall, I feel like this was probably one of the most fun parts of Destiny that we've had in a long time, where things have just been broken and you just
Oh,
deal
without
with
a
it.
doubt.
Like,
Yeah.
like it was so much fun. Like, granted, you know, it's kind of cheesy, but overall, did you look at your friends list while this was happening, and I bet you it was just filled with people. because everybody was actually like, "Oh my god,
Everybody
this
was
shit's
playing.
broken."
Just
It
Yeah.
was
10 pages of
crazy.
people
I
at the
had pages
enclave.
of people online.
Yeah, I wonder. Someone was asking that as well too. I want like check and see how long people spent at the enclave in the last couple weeks, and just see what that number is compared to recent. That'd be hilarious. I would love to see that number. That'd be so funny. Oh goodness. All right, that's enough of the crafting. I've had enough.
That was the fun part. So now let's
That
talk
was the
about
fun part. Now let's
the
get a little serious.
unfun part from the last couple
Let's get
weeks,
a little
which is
serious
still
here, okay?
uncommon. It's another very uncommon thing,
You
but it's also
are
giving me
DDoSing Bungie, and we don't like it. Okay,
it's
that's why we
giving
brought you
me
on.
it's giving me Sony PSN vibes
Yes,
from whenever
dude.
they
Were
got
you a part
DOS.
of that? Was a long time ago.
It was when I got my PS4. Like
Same. And I'm like,
PSN was
dude, why
getting
can't I play
DDoSed.
Destiny? And then like you
Couldn't do
read
anything.
about it, and someone was DDoSing Sony or something like that. That's wild.
They're
No, so
DDoSing all of PSN completely.
recently, along with the crafting, literally like the day after this shit got like fixed in a way, Bungie servers have been just absolutely haywire, and they come out and say that it is due to DDoSing attacks. So my first question is, do we believe that? And two, what piece of shit is doing this? Because I'd be really curious of what their reason is. Like, is it because of this whole crafting thing? Like they fixed everything, they were having fun, they were finally getting everything done, and some asshole just wanted to, just be a bitch and start DDoSing stuff. Which I don't really know a lot of that whole scenario stuff, like what DDoSing is, how to do it. Of course, I don't really know the whole science behind it. So what are y'all's thoughts on one, the whole server issues, and two, how has it affected you guys as like streamers, creators, different stuff like that with the game recently? I went first last time, so Shield, it's your turn.
Okay.
Right?
So I actually like got certs and stuff for this kind of thing. I'm a white
really?
hat. Yeah. So
Okay. Info hat the shit. Where we
Take
at?
it away.
Okay.
Yeah, tell
So
us, because I'm looking on the internet at what this is. So I wanna hear
so
it
it's
from you.
actually really cool. I don't know if you guys
Save this
know
man from reading.
Cbro on Twitch, but
Yes, I wanted to talk about that as well too. Yes. Go
yeah,
ahead.
so yeah, they've been streaming, and you can literally see the spikes, like when the attacks happen. Um, it is insanely difficult to pinpoint like where an attack is coming from, because you're using like it's basically like using a lot of like proxies and like you're using like other computers to like route the attack essentially. So you're never really going to know exactly where it's coming from. That's like one side of it, and then the other side is coming out like and this is like coming from my military experience. This is coming from my cybersecurity experience. Like you don't ever tell people what your vulnerabilities are. Ever, 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 ever. So if you come out and say, "Hey, we're being DDoS," you're giving a green light to just absolute shitters.
Oh.
Hey, we're able to be DDoS because we don't have the infrastructure, the know-how, like whatever it is. So now, there could be more than one. I mean, you just don't come out and say like what's wrong. You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's awful.
yeah,
They've
so
already
that's
done
like
that.
I know,
Oh.
and then there's people who are like, well, what if they've come out and said that because they want to throw us off the scent of like what's actually wrong, or
I've
maybe
heard people say that. Yes.
yeah. So I would really hope that like Bungie is I want to hope that they're the kind of company that knows better to like not come out and say, "Hey, we have this specific type of vulnerability," because like I said, that's just green light to attack them in that, specific way. Um but I also get where they would be coming from, in the sense that like the community has been badgering them like incessantly about transparency and tell us what's going on, tell us
Yeah.
everything, we need to know. And it's like, well, this is a really good example of like why we as players just don't need to know everything. Like it's a video game, like at the end of the day, like they're gonna do what they need to do, and we're players, like we don't need to be privy to like everything that's going on. So I don't know, it's a really frustrating situation, like all the way around. Like nobody is winning right now. So not
Yeah.
players, not the people at Bungie. It sucks. So
Yeah. How has it affected you, Shield, as like a creator and stuff like that, and streaming this video game? I know there's been a lot of other things that's been going on. Like me and you, I think we've really been enjoying the first Descendant beta that's out right now. So that we have kind of had other things to take our attention, thankfully. But how has it affected you as a streamer of this and creator of this game, while all this has been going on?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's hard to get footage for anything or, stream it consistently. Even today, like, I was in there because they said they had fixed something came out, a hot fix, and, I was, like, sick. Because I've had, like, videos backed up because of this.
Hmm.
So I was in there today, like, getting footage in between getting, kicked out and booted. Um I think, like, at the end of, like, literally 2 hours ago, I was trying to get footage to my editor, and I got maybe 5 minutes on my hunter for, like, this build I was working on, and, I sent it to him. I was like, "I only got 5 minutes on my hunter, like, you got the majority on my warlock. I don't know, like, do what you can with it, essentially." It's like it's severely cutting into, you know, time, that could be spent on, like, putting out content. And
Right.
yeah, and you feel like kind of, I don't know, behind on everything. So, but yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Nerv? So you were talking about earlier about how you mainly just stream trials carries, trials helps, and stuff like that with your buddies.
Yeah.
And how has that affected you as a streamer that comes here mainly specifically on the weekends only? And you have things to do. You got people to get to the lighthouse, people to help. You have long hours of streaming that you do. How has that affected you?
Yeah, today was a great example of that actually. This morning I was trying to play and I ended up getting on like I want to say 20 minutes before the whole server thing happened. So that wasn't fun, but it took a good I want to say 2.5 hours just to like complete a game, just to finish one.
Ugh.
But yeah, I kind of just like named it Orbit Simulator. Kind of just sat there and hung out with everybody. But yeah,
Like a just chatting stream, basically.
yeah, exactly. It's been hard to like finish games when this kind of stuff's going on though.
Yeah. I mean, because it takes what, like approximately like 45 minutes to an hour to get someone to the lighthouse. So whenever one game
Yeah.
itself is not able to be finished, like that just prolongs everything that you're trying to accomplish for the whole
Plus,
day.
if
You know what
you
I'm saying?
get to game 7 or whatever, and then
Oh,
2 games in a row, you get
dude,
kicked.
I can't
Then it's
imagine how
actually
much
happened, yeah.
that's happened over this past weekend.
We had a one card today where we were on flawless game with no mercy and we all got error coded.
Oh,
It was rough.
Oh,
that's got to be so just demoralizing, bro. Like, yeah, it's a video
Yep.
game, but like, still, all this effort and this time you're putting into it just gets kicked
Oh,
right
yeah,
in the nuts,
it's
bro.
annoying. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's the word. I've been playing on so I play on my RG Ally a lot. It's like a faster
Handheld, yeah.
it's like a faster Steam Deck. I've been playing that and I was playing trials on it and I just literally couldn't finish a match. It was so annoying. So then I just
Yeah.
gave up and went and played FIFA.
Ugh, that's awful. Yeah, I tried. So Thursdays I try to do scrims, and we couldn't even get a game going. Like, I started streaming. I got my buddy. I usually play with. Been recently playing with G Miners every Thursday, just doing a couple of games here and there. And we couldn't even get into the public matches, like the new checkmate and the new just regular control. Like, we couldn't even load in. So I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and waste my Thursday night trying to deal with these servers and stuff. So I
Yeah.
gave up and I just went and did marbles for an hour. It was fun. And I did a little bit of just chatting and stuff and had fun doing that for a bit. And then I just kind of like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go to bed, I guess. I gotta work tomorrow. So
Dude, we had the
And-
worst experience the other night. So the only thing I'm playing for right now each week is I'm a seal collector, if you guys didn't know. That's like my thing. I like play the game to finish seals because I just do. I don't know why. It's not fun, but I do it anyways. But the master raid came out this week on Thursday. So like each week when the master raid comes out, I just do the encounter. I just like get a checkpoint and do the encounter for the challenge. But I wanted to do a full run just because I had a good squad. Perception was actually with us. It was the other night. It was super random. Bro, it took us like 3 hours to do to get the first encounter to just like not kick us or like not. We'd get to the very end and then all the ads stopped and then we'd all get
Oh
kicked.
no.
They would just stop. We're like, oh, sick,
that's what happened to us the other night when we were trying to hang out with Walzer and they're in his charity stream.
Oh,
we were like,
same
we were
thing.
all just goofing around, and eventually we got serious and tried to actually complete the challenge. And the first time we like seriously did it, we all got to the end and just like standing there.
it's the worst.
It was
See
the
you, bye.
second that we were gonna finish it. Yeah, dude. So we ended up finishing it because
That's
I think the attack stopped by the end. So then we finally we were like a well-oiled machine by the time we got to
And
that
that
point.
lantern encounter is a pain in the
Yeah,
balls
it's
too, man.
tough. It's tough on Master too. So it was we finished it though, so that was good. So next week, whenever I attempt to do the next encounter, hopefully the servers aren't pooping on us the whole time because it's supposed to be a
How
little
long
quick
do you
thing.
guys think that this Shield? You said you had some background on this, so I'm going to kind of pick your brain a little bit. How long do you think something like this can and will go on? Is it hard to say? I mean,
it's really hard to say because
Really?
I don't have any like I
Intel
don't
or
know what
yeah.
they have on
Alright.
their end. So I mean it depends on the
Ugh.
manpower and their experience and just it's a
That's
lot.
awful.
It's a lot of variables. So
I feel bad for them
Yeah.
over there. They've had a terrible 2 weeks.
I
Dude,
know.
it's been I
Yeah.
can't even imagine, man.
Yeah.
There's a reason I don't work for anything like that. Like, I'm fine being a nurse at this
I just
this day
it
and age.
stinks because their system is so like the engine the game's on, like there's not dedicated servers. So like at this point with like what they have, it's tough because I feel like they have to like go through so many hoops to make changes that it's probably not as I know nothing about any of this, but it's probably not as hard with like new modern tech. Like I said, I'd
Well,
no clue.
dedicated servers wouldn't help.
That see, I don't even know
Really?
what that
Okay.
means.
Yeah.
You
I
know when
was
people
curious.
say
Yeah, I was curious that was like a easy fix.
No, like and
I don't
I've
even know what
seen
those are.
I think somebody got like a really big Destiny account got like really flamed for saying
They did
yeah, and I feel really bad because like it's
Wait,
just
who is this?
the
Now I'm
Destiny
curious.
show.
I think it was
Oh,
the
of
Destiny
course.
show. But I feel so bad because it's like if people don't know, they don't know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like
Well, I mean, don't
Either
speak on something you're not
that guy knew or he
Yeah.
knew he'd get
informed
interactions.
about.
One or the other. But let's
That's
not be
fair.
mean to people on the internet, right?
Yeah,
Because of it.
like there's no reason for people were very upset.
They
Like
were
I read some of the
annihilating.
replies and I was like, oh my god. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
They're
was
basically like, you're the dumbest person that's ever walked the earth. Get off the internet.
Oh,
There's a lot of cuss
that's
words
like
in there.
hilarious.
Sounds like
but in
Twitter.
a, like
Yeah.
awful and yeah, that sounds like Destiny community Twitter right there. I love that.
so bad.
But explain why the dedicated, because I always hear like, I swear on my life, it's like dedicated servers would make everything better, and I'm over here like, yeah,
Dude,
but I
that's been praised for years, bro.
but I
and I'm
don't
like,
even know what
yeah,
that
it will.
means. It just makes me think there's some building over there that has a bunch of servers in it that are dedicated to Destiny.
Like it just because of the way DDoSing works, like it's not something that's like it's like moving your sandwich from one plate to another. But if they both have ants on it, like it doesn't do anything. Like there's still ants wherever you're
That was a
putting
good
your
analogy.
sandwich.
That made me
Yeah.
understand.
Sorry, and I said ants way too late. So like it was a late
Nope.
analogy, but yeah. Yeah, it's just it just sucks. Like it just really fucking sucks. So
Yeah, no, it's awful. And like over the last couple months, Destiny has been like their servers have been bad in advance. Like with all this going on as well too. Like Destiny's recently had a history of their servers being really shit, and it's like,
yeah.
man, we've already had to deal with all that. Now we have to deal with this again. You know, in a sense where like it's uncontrolled in a way.
I almost wonder if
That's-
it was happening, like if they were kind of catching it before, and like maybe this is just now they've opened the floodgates. Now that they've said, "Hey, we're being DDoS," you know. So
You know
I
who's
don't
doing
know.
it? Anthem's doing it.
Why the fuck would Anthem be doing
Because
it?
they're just sad their game failed.
Because they're the
Listen,
Destiny
don't talk
killer.
shit about Anthem, okay? My favorite game.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
Oh, that's funny. No, it sucks, you know, because of someone that wants to create content, play the game, play with friends, and you can't because of all this stuff. It's really like just disheartening in a way.
Yeah. It sucks for every kind of person that plays because there's like, content people, average
Mhm.
people who just want to play.
Casuals
People
that
like
just
me,
love the
I'm a
game.
dad, so I can play games for like an hour after everyone's asleep. So it sucks when I sit down, I'm like, can't wait to finally play my video game for the night, and then it freaking
Oh, just
doesn't
kidding.
work the
Code
whole
B.
time. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just go to bed and get a good night's sleep like I'm supposed to. I was trying to be unhealthy and stay up till 3 a.m. playing raids.
That's hilarious. No, I hope it ends as fast as possible, but screw those people, whoever doing it, man. That's just pitiful on their end. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Probably ISIS or something.
It's a shitty way to spend your time. Like,
It
honestly.
is, right? Like, just what
Do it
else?
to people who
You-
hurt people. Like,
Right.
I don't know, Amazon, somebody else, literally anybody else. I don't know. Bezos. I don't know.
Yes. Get the people that don't need it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do something a little bit more positive here. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
We have a fun little game to play with you guys, and we explained it before we started. We have a tier list, which we like to do tier list each time because it's easy. It's very controversial. It's opinionated, and that's literally the Destiny community in a nutshell. So we have this week for you guys. Last week we did raid bosses, final raid bosses. This week we're turning it towards PvP, and we are doing a trials map tier list. So we have our maps here, and we are going to go in a row. So ShieldMaiden will go first, and then Nerve, and then Maddox, and then Bearded Luke. You, as a person, get to put it wherever you want. So if you want to put Dead Cliffs at D tier, I'm going to totally disagree with you, but it is your choice. So ShieldMaiden, the first one up is Dead Cliffs. Where would you like to put Dead Cliffs as a trials map? Remember, it's as a trials map. So
sorry, which one is Dead Cliffs?
This one right here. We're gonna start
okay,
here.
so you're going in order.
Yep,
of
we'll go in
what we
order.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
This is the next step. We'll always be right here.
I kind of want to put it in like a B tier. Love you,
Right.
Maddox, but it's monotonous. Like the lanes are so monotonous. I don't know.
Okay.
I know you
Sure.
hate me. I'm sorry.
Greg, what do you have to say about that?
That's fair. That's fair. I can get behind that.
Really?
I love this. Both of our
As long as
guests,
it's like a high B, you know?
we got such
Yeah, it's a
good
high
guests
B.
tonight.
It's like top of the B list, you know?
Respectable.
All right.
It's
You can
definitely
disagree with me.
I totally disagree. I think this is at least an A tier, close to an S.
Bro,
Anytime
this
it's a
is
Dead
S.
Cliffs weekend, I am like
S.
100% ready to play it, no matter what the final adept loot is. If it's Dead Cliffs, I'm playing it because I simply just love the map. I think it plays really well. I think the lanes are good. I think the cap
They
zones are
are.
even better. We haven't had this, I think, since Dominion has come out. Am I wrong about that?
I don't think we have no.
So I'm curious how it plays with Dominions, because that could definitely change my opinion. It
Wait,
could be a B in that sense, but as like a full like elimination map, I think Dead Cliffs is at least an A tier.
I'd be willing to move it to A tier if the okay, so like I only know the one spawn point for like the cap zone. It's just like on that bridge part, right?
Yeah, it's on the little jump up area. Yeah.
So is it always going to be there for Dominion?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's what I was
I
curious.
think it would
we
be.
haven't had it since Dominion has been a thing, so I'm not sure.
Huh. Okay. Yeah,
I'd be
I
curious.
guess it depends on the spawn points or not the spawn points, but like the cap zone, like where they would spawn or whatever. So if
Yeah.
they were good points, like I'd move it up to A, but like
Okay.
there's
All right,
just
so this is like a
yeah.
floating B right now. I
yeah,
feel
it's
it.
a floating B. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Mr. Nerve, I believe this is Pacifica, which we just got a little bit of a taste this past weekend, where it
Yeah.
was supposed to be Jav, but we got a little of a taste of Pacifica instead. So did you get to play a little bit on this at all?
I did, yeah. I played a couple games on it.
Okay. All right. Well, give us your thoughts.
Could we make like an F tier for this one?
It's that bad.
It's
that
pretty bad.
All right. We'll go D then. We'll put
I
that
hate
D.
this map.
I didn't
I'm
get a
with
chance to
you.
play it, but whenever this has been trials before, and I will say it's pretty awful.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. I mean, you have the lanes that you do have are so narrow, you know, like that little circle door in the middle where you have to go through like a little tunnel to get there. It was, I don't know. It's pretty awful. And at the time, I think this is whenever like Bubbles just ran the world with control with the zones and stuff like that. And it just like you couldn't play this at all.
Yeah, the map
So-
doesn't play very well.
No, not at all. I think it's too big. I think this map is a lot bigger than some people might think. And for what it's worth, I think it's just not a fun weekend when this thing rolls around. So, all right, is it me? Am I up? Rusted Lands. I
Yeah.
see. I gotta go B here because I'm in my mind. This is here, and they're not.
Okay.
They're not the same. So this is B in my opinion. This reminds me. I don't know why, but like every time I think of Rusted Lands, I think of D1. Like D1 trials, and I don't know why, but personally, I think this doesn't play awful in D2 trials because of the lanes. It has a good cap point at the end, I believe, which is right there towards the middle. The only bad thing is if you're on the wrong side of that cap point, you're
Yeah.
not getting that shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the only bad thing is not keeping it from an A, but it's, you know, it could be a C sometimes. Good loot makes this better. Like I'm not upset if this is a good loot weekend and it's Rusted Lands, so I'm going with B. What are y'all's thoughts? Is that a consensus B?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that
I
is,
could
yeah.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for making it easy. Mr. Luke, you have Altar of Flame.
I like this map. I
do
don't know.
too.
I don't know what other people think of it. I wouldn't put it in S tier because it's not my favorite, but I definitely think it's an A. Mainly because I think it's a tough map to play on because there's lots and lots of. I mean, I feel like it's a circle, so like it can
In a
be
sense,
played in
half
several.
circle.
It's like a half. It's like a circle, but also like there's lanes in the middle. Kind of. It's
Mhm.
confusing. That's why I kind of like it. So I feel like it's sort of competitive, but I don't like. I literally don't know what people think about this map. I know, like, I don't feel like
I'm with you on this one, actually. I don't know why, but like how Burnout was like the OG D1 Trials map. I think of Altar of Flame as being the OG D2. And I don't know why. I don't have any like reasoning for that. But like I feel like we see this map the most out of everything. Is that like can I get a agreement on that or no?
Yeah.
Like this is a very common map, and I've like grown to
Yeah.
love it as time goes on. I don't think it's bad, and I don't think it's horrible either. I think
So
all the capture points are in good spots of the map as well too. They're all down the middle of the lane.
I was literally about to say that, Arcane. Like, I would put it in B because the sun is awful. I
Yeah,
can't see shit
yes.
on that map. I
No,
can't
that
see
is
a
pretty bad. I
fucking
agree.
thing.
I agree. Yeah.
I
that
actually
doesn't
will
pull it to a B
try.
for me, but I definitely agree. Yeah, the lighting is pretty fucked.
I will actually try to like match my Guardian, like put a shader on that matches that like arena because
love
that's
it.
how bad it is that like people can't see you if you
Yeah.
match it.
That's
man,
hilarious.
I've never had
So-
that problem. But
Really? I don't
yeah,
know.
it could be because I'm old and my eyes are starting to go a little dim. So I'm just kidding.
Gotta wear sunglasses on that weekend.
Yeah, you
Right?
just have physically are wearing sunglasses. There you go.
That's
That's
hilarious.
how you fix it.
All right, we're back to Shield with Bannerfall.
Ooh.
Bannerfall. I gotta look up like another. That one's it's a really
This is where
small
the-
image.
It's the one that's in
tree
the tower.
outside. You have this is in the tower.
Oh, it's in the
blue one-
tower.
Yep.
I don't like Bannerfall.
Really? Okay. Where are we
Me
putting it?
neither. Freaking hate that map.
I don't know, like a B or a C. I don't know.
Okay, we'll go
It's-
C.
yeah.
We got a little difference here. I think it's B. I think it's in between B and C.
Yeah,
I do like it
do
as like
too.
this is kind of like a Rusted Lands thing for me as well too. Like if it's Bannerfall, I'm not upset. I know it's going to be like a lot more long range engagement, so I put on my no time to
Right.
explain. I put on my
Yeah.
Arc Souls. I'm not upset because I love that. So and then you give it
So
some good loot at the
competitive.
end, and it's not that bad in my opinion.
So
The only
I'm
bad
like
thing
a
is
I'm
the
a
long
hand
range.
cannon shoddy or like hand cannon sniper, and I sniper's fine, but like you only get 2 shots. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I'm not a huge fan of like, and everybody plays long range on that map.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to engage in a mid to close range setting there. So
Mhm.
it's rough. I don't know.
I will
Nerve, what do you
say
think?
I got my first ever solo flawless on Bannerfall, so it's a little
Really?
special in my heart. So
Oh,
yep, I like it. I like it. I'm kind of a lover of Bannerfall over a lot of other maps. Like it's kind of like I said, the Rusted Lands treatment. If it's Rusted Lands, I'm not upset, but I'm not like thrilled in a way. So
yeah.
The Bannerfall is one of those maps where it's just like, okay, well, at least it's not Pacifica.
yeah,
That's
like-
fair.
it's like the happy medium in a sense. So
Yeah.
I like it. Awesome, Mr. Nerve. You have Exodus Blue. Where are we putting that one?
This is a hard one. I want to put it in B or a high C.
Okay.
I'd say C.
Okay. All right. I was happy you said C because I was ready to put that shit in D. I hate
Same,
this map.
bro.
I hate this
that
map.
map so much.
The narrow lanes, the small doorways. I don't know.
Definitely
It's
a
just-
shotgun map.
Yeah, it's
like
that, and it's just
it's almost too small to be competitive in my opinion. But
yeah, because
I've seen
everything
some
is all
fun
just
stuff.
right there. You have underground as well too, and you have like weird lanes where like people are like sniping you through the train and shit. I've never cared for this one. Like I don't know. You have the inside area as well too. That's just always really congested, and the cap points are in horrible areas. I don't know.
It played much better without zones, but once zones were added, I think it's definitely C or D.
Okay. All right. I can agree with that. I can agree. All right. I have this is Oh, what is this one called? It's like
Radiant Cliffs.
Radiant Cliffs. I knew it had something to do with like one of these two. I can't, Radiant Lands or Radiant whatever the hell. God, I almost want to put this one. This is definitely not a good map in my opinion for trials.
That's another bright one.
Yeah, I'm going D here. I have no love for this one. If it's Radiant Cliffs, I'm not like.
I've never played trials on that map. But
Yeah,
I don't like that map.
I don't like
anyway.
it. I don't like it at all. Actually, this
Yeah.
is not a fun map for me. I have no reason other than just like I just don't enjoy it.
See,
Not a
I'm
fun
like the
map.
odd one out here. I think
Really?
I'd put it in B.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just the lanes and that kind of stuff are. It's not nearly as bad as something like Exodus and like how it's only 3 lanes and that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
I think it plays a lot better than Exodus and Bannerfall. That's just me though.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I can't have an opinion because I literally don't think I've ever played trials on that map, like at all. Maybe
I
I'd
have a-
like it more than sixes. I don't like playing sixes on that map, but
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
sixes
I have
are.
I have
I'm
a
not
bad
fun.
taste in my mouth with that map because my first time ever playing it in trials, I matched against ZK and he just floated the entire time in the sun. Like and there's like that advantage where like if you spawn on the one side, like
Yes.
the other people like can't see because the sun's in their eyes, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Yeah. The
this
lighting is
sucks.
pretty awful on that one as well too. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Bearded Luke, you have the Distant Shore.
the distant shore. Is that the one? I'm trying to see.
It's a
like,
Destiny
really
1
blurry.
remake. It has the Vex Gate.
It's like with the when you go down, like there's that middle lane that people like snipe, like run to immediately. Then you can go on the outside or underneath. Is that the
It's
one?
the
I'm
one with
thinking of?
the platform with the portal that you can like jump over to the other side. If you know what I'm talking about. That was probably a horrible explanation, but there's like a circle room in the middle.
Like
Yeah.
donut. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And like
And
a
it
cave
has,
and that kind of stuff.
like one of the spawn points is in the cave room. You're back in the cave.
Yeah.
And then you have the other cave going through with the rectangular door. All right, we'll just give you this one here. How about this? How about Fragment? Do you know what that one is? God bless America.
I'm sorry.
All right, how about Burnout? Do you know what Burnout is?
Burnout, baby.
All right, give me your opinion on Burnout.
S tier. My favorite. This is my favorite
Okay.
trials map, bro.
Respectable.
Okay.
I freaking love this map. I think it's perfect.
Classic.
Yeah, I think I think it's the whole nostalgia thing as well too. But if it's Burnout, I'm not upset at all.
Yeah.
Can't
I
go
know
wrong
I
with
would-
it.
I would
Mine's not
absolutely.
nostalgia because I didn't play trials barely in D1, so this
That's
is
true.
just
Yeah,
'cause
neither did
like
I.
it.
Honestly, I don't know why I said that. I went flawless one time in D1. Like I'm out here acting like I'm fucking tryharding. But I would love to see a weekend where there are no rotating doors there in the middle. I would just love to see how that played. Like if like it's like just sniping right off the rip, or I was really curious because the spawn points have changed where you guys both spawn outside now, and it just seemed like recently people just meet outside and fight to the death.
Yeah.
So that first weekend, whenever Trials was in the Season of the Deep, like it was awful. You just both spawned outside and just ran to the middle, and whoever got the first kills wins. It was
Made for some pretty
weird.
quick rounds though, which is
Yeah,
nice.
I guess that's true as well.
Kind of how you look at it.
Yeah, I think it's S tier though. I do like it. I'm not opposed. All right, Shield, we're back to you. Do you want to do either Fragment or Distant Shore? We'll give you a choice.
I'll do Distant Shore. I don't think I've ever played on Fragment. I don't
I'm
even
not
think I
sure
know
if it's
what
ever
that
been a
is.
Trials map, to be honest.
Yeah. Distant Shore. That's that. Oh god, this is a tough one. Cause I don't know. To me, it depends on like who you're playing.
That's true.
On whether or not I like hate it to death or like what the meta is or like anything like that. I really liked it before fusions were like all powerful.
Okay.
I really like that map. I'm gonna go with A.
Okay.
Yeah. I get excited.
I think we got
when it's
some.
one
I
of
think we got
those
some
maps.
disagreeers here. I would disagree.
That's okay.
Dead cliffs?
Yeah,
Huh?
I would
For
disagree.
dead cliffs?
He said you put that over Dead Cliffs. That's where.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's my play style. I don't know. Like,
I can't
and I'm not a
believe
PvPer either, so it's like my
we
opinion is
understand.
pretty much moot. But
We understand. We understand.
yeah.
I have. You were talking about you had a bad taste in your mouth about Radiant Cliffs here. I have a bad taste in my mouth about Distant Shore because of Lorentz and all that stuff back in the day, DMT. Like it seemed like
Yep.
this map was always out with that meta, and it just I just hated it. Hated that shit. So I would probably put this more around C. It's not
How
as
about
bad as these
we
two,
could
but
put
it's
it
not.
we could put it in B because to me it was
Okay.
kind of a floater. So I
Alright.
I would agree with it being like
Okay.
in
Alright.
between.
I know this map now. Now
Peer pressure.
You guys were explaining it weird.
Peer
This map, I think this
It
map.
can suck, but
I've played trials in this map, and I went trials. I went flawless once because everyone was playing a specific way, and we decided for the whole card we would just like completely go the opposite direction of where everyone else was meeting, and we went flawless because everyone was like just going this exact same way. So I thought this map sucked.
There you go. I love it. All right. Has this ever been a trials map? Is there any confirmation on this
I don't even
fragment
know
being a
I
what that
trials
don't
map?
think it
map
has,
is.
no.
Okay, we'll put this down here then. That's been one. That's been the one that. Yeah. I think the rest are good. Yeah. Okay, we're good on the
Ooh,
rest.
Nerve gets
Oh,
a
here we
good
go.
one.
Oh, Nerve gets the good one. All right, Nerve. Where are we putting Javelin 4?
For the culture, I got to put it in S.
Okay. All right.
For the
memes,
culture.
For the culture. I have to agree. Like, how can you not get excited over Javelin 4 being the weekend, being that like
That's
the
the
map that
best. Everyone plays when it's Jav 4. The
Yeah.
population's healthy. Like it's a good map.
I just love it. It's the what D2 beta map. Like we've had it ever since D2 has been out, so it just plays so well.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I'm not disagreeing here. I think it's an S tier map for sure. All right, I'm glad I got this one because I might have a little hot take here, and I'm just gonna
Well,
go
let's
ahead and
hear
show
it.
you guys this. I think Wormhaven is a flawless trials map. I absolutely love it.
I can
I
actually
think-
get behind that.
I
Same.
think
I
it's-
don't think you got a hot take here.
I think these zones are in the perfect spot, and chat's going wild at me
Chat.
because we are streaming live on Twitch. If you're listening to this on Spotify, come to Twitch. Okay, where we at?
Yeah, or go to our
Um,
TikTok account and just
TikTok, Kick,
flame
YouTube.
us at Maddox and destroy him.
No, I love this. When it's Wormhaven, I'm like, fuck yes, dude. I'm like secretly enjoying this weekend no matter what. I love it. It's definitely S for me. I like it, and I don't care what y'all are saying. Wormhaven's S
Bro,
tier.
everyone who
and I'll
doesn't
play
like
every
it doesn't like a challenge. Just saying.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say that. That's a challenging map to play competitively, and I think that.
Can I
makes
ask
it
why?
cool.
Like
Um,
what about it is challenging? Like can you
Oh yeah,
elaborate?
Luke.
Because of the there's not much of an outside in the spots where you do actually battle each other, have gun whatever's. They're so tight because there's like windows, and then like I just think it's hard. So I've won flawless on it several times, but it's like wasn't easy as flawless is, and I find that fun personally. But
I think it's just a perfectly
dynamic.
made map. You have a high ground in the middle, and there's 3 lanes. You have 2 spawn points. You all run and congregate in the middle. Not a lot of the fighting goes in like you don't have to go all the way to the other spawn to fight the other person. You congregate in the middle. You have to like, oh, they went in the middle last time. Let's go left this time and see if we can flank them around the left side. One guy go down low and we'll meet him up top. And then the spawn, like the capture zones are all in the middle of the map, whether it's down low, outside, or up top. I just don't know how that could be like wrong in a sense. I don't know how people don't enjoy this map in a way.
I feel like you guys would not be wrong if it was purely gunfights, but with trip mines and
That's
just,
true.
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's true.
like
That's a good point.
with all of the ability spam, like this map, oh my gosh, it's really hard sometimes.
It definitely is. Like
Yeah.
if you don't have wells and bubbles on your team, you're definitely going to struggle. But I don't know. I just really like this map. When it's Wormhaven, I'm happy.
That's what I was gonna say. Like this map is more like meta dependent, right? As a map in
Yeah.
trials by itself, I think it's S or A. But with the current meta that we have right now, I wouldn't put in S.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Definitely, definitely a good map though.
I think I've
I
played
understand
this during good metas because I like what you guys were saying about whatever you just said about abilities. Like I never ran into that when I've played. So I probably was playing at a time where it wasn't as rough. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, Mr. Luke, you have Anomaly.
Oh man, I hate this map. I'm putting it
Really?
in D.
What?
Oh my god.
That hurt my
I've
soul.
never ever liked
Right?
it, and here's the problem. Like some of this is biased because I've never performed well on that map in trials. It's just tough for me because I like sniping. really tough to snipe in there. And then
Mhm.
I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't have anything else to say. I want to hear your guys' opinions on it, but I've just never had fun playing that map.
As a
specifically.
shotgunner, I love this map because it is
That makes
all close
sense.
quarters.
That makes sense. I'm
So
not a shotgunner, so
the only thing that I will say are the cap zones. Now that we have Dominion, it is lower on my tier list as a trials map because you could literally, the cap zone is outside. Someone spawns outside, and you can be on that cap zone and not have like any sight of where you're standing from. Like if you're like up in the middle like table room, like you genuinely cannot see the person on the cap zone. So that's kind of tough. And like they were saying, I'm gonna bring up the point that kind of, I'm kind of being a little bit of a hypocrite here, but the abilities as well too, like the abilities are really tough in these close quarter maps, in my opinion, because of just everything that is just such a big AOE or a big explosion, and stuff like that. So I think it's not. I don't think it's D, but I don't think it's anything higher than a B in my opinion right now. Used to be an A. I used to be really happy for Anomaly. Now I'm like, we'll
I
see
was
how it
just the wrong
goes.
person to get this. 'Cause it's just not my map. Like
All right.
that's why I'm putting a D, and I'm not thinking about any of you in this. So I'm just putting
It's
it
all
as,
right.
as
I'm
low
gonna
as
put
I
this on
can.
Twitter, but I'm gonna put Bearded Luke's name over Anomaly, just so everyone knows that like I didn't say that.
Do it.
Okay.
Love
Do
it.
it. Bearded Luke did this.
Love it.
They can destroy me till I can take it.
Okay.
I'm strong.
All right, we're back to Shield Maiden. We have Midtown. I think this one explains itself. It's literally in the name, Mid.
Yeah, no, I know this one. Actually, I would put it at like I would probably put it at like B. That's the one I probably go flawless on more often than not. So
Okay.
it's
I
like
can get behind that. Yeah.
like it's got lanes, it's got an outside, it's got an inside. You've got, levels to it. You can float, you can not float. Like there's a little bit too much ground to cover for 6 people, but
It is quite a big map for trials. I think
yeah,
that's the biggest thing in my opinion.
yeah, and it can get quite, depending on where the point is, very pulse heavy. People just kind of want to sit back and not really engage. But when you are, fighting people and not from spawns, like it's pretty fun. So yeah.
All right. I would say this isn't as good as these three where we have them. So this would be C in my opinion. So, and it's not as bad as these two. I don't know why this one's sitting here, but it's okay.
Understandable.
No,
I think it played better when it was 4v4 trials.
I agree.
I
And
can see that.
I'm a long range slut when it comes to using my pulse rifles. So this one's not horrible for me.
My man.
So that's about it. Other than that, it's not fun having to run 7 miles from spawn to find a gunfight. Whenever
That's
you
a
whenever
lot
you
of
start.
maps though.
Yeah, it is. And thank God we don't have disjunction on this thing because we would then have to create an F tier for that one. So. All right, Nerve, you are up with Convergence. I'm really curious where you put this because I do have a differing opinion. I can already tell you that I do. So where are we putting Convergence?
Speaking of having 7 miles to run,
Yes.
with Convergence here, I would put this at C.
Okay.
Just because
I would swap
80% of the
two.
game is running to middle.
I would swap these two. I know I literally just said you have to run a long time, but I don't know why, but this one just has like, I love just the congregating in the middle. You know where you're running to. Like it's either outside lane or inside lane type deal. And this one is kind of a little bit more just open in my opinion. This is like you go one way or the other. And you can, what I like about this one as well too, is it's really based on who gets the first pick. Like you get that 1st sniper headshot across the lane. And then you know where to push, when to push, and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, that's when I play better. Is when I have like a solid sniper on my team that I like can trust to get that first pick. And I feel like this happens a lot on this map. So, in my opinion, these two would switch. But I'm not upset with your placement.
Yeah, that map being symmetrical is like its only saving grace in my opinion.
Yes. I'm behind. Any disagreeers?
I like this map. I think I'd probably put it in a B, but I've had a lot of good memories in that. I've had some of my best snipes / multiple snipes / killed all 3 opponents' snipes on this map. So
I love that.
That's just the only reason.
I'm gonna go ahead and do us all a favor here and just go ahead and put Widow's Court in D. If you have anything else you want to say, please let me know.
Wait, has that been in trials since that one weekend where it was like the worst thing ever? Like, has that been a trials map like lately?
In a long time.
Because
Yeah,
I
it's been a
remember
while.
playing it and telling myself I'll never ever play this in trials ever again. I never have. So
Yeah. Yeah, I have nothing else to say other than it's just a terrible map. I don't like it. I hate it for trials. Awful.
Yeah.
Terrible,
yeah.
terrible
I
spawns.
shouldn't have
Terrible
ever. I think
gap zones.
I don't think it's been in again. So I think they might have made that realization that that map was not
Yeah.
good for trials.
Good. Good, good, good. All right, Luke, you have Cauldron.
Ooh, I love Cauldron. I think this map's super interesting to play on because it
Okay.
has some weird dynamics between the inside and the outside. So I'd probably put it in the A tier.
Okay, that's a good spot. I like that. I like that. Take out the doors and it's an S tier in my opinion.
Yep.
I feel like the
I agree.
door. I feel like the door. Yeah, maybe. I just think the doors make. I think the doors are good. I feel like it makes it kind of.
When the doors work.
Yeah, I guess when they work.
There you go. Yeah, I like that as well too. I don't disagree. I like it. I like it at A. I'm not upset. I kind of like the theme. I just like the aesthetic of it as well too. I'm a big Hive enjoyer, so whenever it is, you know, this one, I feel like it's kind of like it reminds me of the spooky weekend in D1 where they did Halloween trials.
Oh
This was
man, I
one of the
remember
maps
that.
for that. Yeah,
That was
where you had
fun.
spiders on your
Spider
Yeah.
jump scare.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and last but not least, everyone, can we all in unison please put Endless Veil where it deserves and where it belongs? Are we all in congruence that this is an S tier trials map?
Yes.
I agree.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I don't know.
I think
Sure.
it's safe to say that like if it's Endless Veil, everyone's happy. I think this is the only way that Endless Veil is like a good map is in trials. I don't
I
like it in
agree.
sixes.
Same.
I don't like it in scrims. I damn sure don't like it in literally anything else.
It's not bad in comp. I think
I'm
it's
glad
kinda
we got
fun in
that.
comp.
No, it's not bad in comp.
Not when
but-
it's Rift.
True.
Okay, yeah, it's an
Well, yeah,
awful
nothing's
Rift
good
map.
at
Terrible
all.
Rift map.
Yeah, awful.
All
my
right,
my only
Go ahead.
gripe though
okay.
is that it's got this narrow hallway where everyone has to congregate. Like everyone goes to
I
middle.
love that.
I hate that.
I love it. If you're a badass and peak mid and get that first headshot, you are just
dude.
like
It's
the
like
savior.
ego. Like
Yes,
how
it is an
confident
ego
are you?
child. The map.
I'm not good, and I still ego every single time. I'm going in. Ding.
You get headshot every 4 rounds, and it's 4-0, and you still
Still
do it
go.
that 5th round. Because
That's
why the
dedication.
fuck not?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, there you go. That concludes the Destiny Nerds Trials map tier list. We did pretty good. I like this.
That was a
I'm
good one.
pretty.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, the only one,
Yeah.
like I said, I'll switch these two and maybe put Anomaly at B for right now. And I'm not upset with where we landed. So
Yeah.
look at that. We're just a bunch of content creators. That's crazy.
Oh
Imagine
yeah,
that.
big time.
Okay, wait, where did this go? There we go. Awesome. I love that. Good job. I loved it. That was perfect.
Cool.
Congrats to all of us for winning the award of
That was
We win.
nothing.
We win the
all right.
award of getting yelled at on TikTok
Yeah.
later.
All right. So now Wormhaven is S tier. Yes. I blame me. All right, I'll take it.
I'll put Maddox
so-
over that
Yes,
one too.
yes. Whenever you tweet it, put Bearded Luke over the Anomaly and put Maddox over Wormhaven. I
We're
will
gonna be
take
getting
the
death
smoke.
threats, bro.
I'll take the smoke. I ain't worried. I can take it. I'm good. So we have a hot take of the week we do each time to just kind of round off our talking points and stuff like that. We give you guys a chance to give us something of your own. Ask us a question, ask the community a question, give us an opinion on something that's happened recently. Nerve, ShieldMaiden, do either of you guys have a hot take that you would like to discuss?
Nerve, you
I
can
do
go
have one.
first. Okay.
Okay.
This one,
all
this
right.
one is directed at you, Maddox.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Say less.
What about Ancient Gospel makes it so good?
Oh fuck. Hang on.
Literally nothing. It's just a meme at this point.
All right.
You need to get ready for it.
Dude,
All
you
right.
have like 4 minutes to talk about this. You can't talk longer than that.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay.
All right. So Ancient Gospel, best hand cannon in the game. That's all I gotta say.
You have no reason.
No, I'm kidding. No, in all honesty, here's my gripe about it. I love the weapon model. I just think it's so just like it's just round and sleek and it's just nice. I love it. I love the look of it. I know that obviously doesn't make it a good hand cannon, but one, you're coping, absolutely coping if the sound of the gun doesn't make it a good gun. Like everybody said, like, oh, it sounds like a little pea shooter. Who fucking cares? Okay, it's a gun. It doesn't
loves
make it
pea
shoot
shooters.
different. Okay,
He's
it
a
doesn't
huge
matter.
pea shooter guy.
So quit coping. All right. It has 100 base 100 recoil direction, so it's very easy to maintain the recoil and stuff like that. It can get to the max range that a hand cannon needs, and it's 70 plus. You can get good stability, which now is huge for flinch. And if you're an Ophidian slut like me, the handling is like just fine. All right. And with all the dexterity mods and the targeting mods and stuff like that we can use, the handling is okay. All right. So I just love it. And it can have the best perk pool. It has the best perk pool for a hand cannon in PvP. You can do rapid hit rangefinder. You can do slide shot. Eye the Storm, I think, is one of them, or maybe it's Eye the Storm rangefinder. I could be wrong. But it's one of the only primary hand cannons that have slide shot rangefinder. Name another one, because I'll wait. All right. And back then, now that the rangefinder changes are different, I feel like it's not the greatest now. Like it can definitely be overpowered. But for slide shot rangefinder to be like the ultimate perk pool and that be one of the only ones that have it on there, I'm surprised that more people haven't been like, wow, this gun feels amazing. And then they hit me with the, oh, it sounds like a pea shooter. So I don't understand it. I love it. I've always loved it. I don't have my god roll because I'm really coping that they make it craftable next season. A lot of people have speculated and they've even talked about garden weapons coming back and being crafted. I certainly hope they don't butcher it because I will be a sad motherfucker if they do, okay? I will be truly sad if they give it a shitty perk pool because that's what makes a weapon nowadays is whether it can be crafted and what crafting perks you can put on it. So, but I'll be the first damn bitch to get all 5 red borders. I can tell you that. So that's my spiel. And I'm sticking to it.
All right.
What are your thoughts?
So I could care less about that gun, but I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. You guys want to see what my background is right now? I'll show you guys real quick.
Actually,
okay.
yes.
Hold on. I got to pull it up now because they're pissing me off.
I think the main problem with that gun is that you have to play garden.
You farmed garden with us. We had fun.
Just for a little bit.
It's a good raid.
We farmed it together. Like brothers.
Here's my hot take. It's good that Destiny is getting DDoSed because we all need to go outside for a little bit.
That's true.
I'm just
I
kidding.
agree.
I'm
I
literally
don't even think that's a hot
enjoy.
take at this point. That's just a fact.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we all need to have a little bit of reality in our life. All right. This is my background. This is like literally what my whole brain is made about right now.
That's actually kind of hot though.
Tell me that shit don't look good, okay?
It does.
Shout out Frosty, okay? If you want a 3D model like this, shout out your boy Frosty, okay?
Yeah,
it'll take 6 months
it's
to get
gonna
it to
take
you,
6. I was going to say our dude.
It
Everybody
won't talk to you for 6 months after you order it, but
let's
it'll
keep
come in
Frosty
shortly.
in everybody's thoughts. That man was down bad at his subathon the other night. Man got
Oh my lord.
drunk out of his mind within 30 minutes or something like that.
I
It was
love it.
hilarious.
I love it. No, in all
anyways.
honesty, I've just enjoyed the hand cannon. I don't know, it's just a little niche. I've always like I had like somewhat of a god roll. I had like 1 perk off. I didn't have accurized rounds or something like that. And it still felt good. I don't know. It was something I could easily use, go into, and just be like really successful with. I don't know. I've always enjoyed it. And I'm just like, oh, people really don't like this hand cannon. That's wild. And I also did a YouTube video on it as well too, as like the most underrated hand cannon. And then I watched it get 70,000 views, and I'm like, okay, I have to like this hand cannon now. You know, like I can't hate it anymore.
That's fair.
No,
He was faking it
that's
until
all
he
it
makes it. He hates that gun.
Truthfully, yeah. I do. No, but like I said, when they make it craftable, I'll definitely get it, and I truly hope. I don't think they're going to give it slide shot, which is really upsetting because like that's a really good PvP, perk to have on a hand cannon, and there's no craftable hand cannons that have slide shot on it right now, so I don't think they're just going to give one because then that'll really just be a big outlier. But if they do, and then I see a bunch of people using the ancient gospel, you better not talk shit about it because y'all all been coping about this shit. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. Did I make in time? That was at 5 minutes.
That was so fun to listen to.
Sorry.
Hey, that was a hot take of the week. Ancient gospel is the best hand cannon. Love to see it. There's your Twitter clip, TikTok clip. Boom.
Nah, dude.
Boom,
I'm
done.
not writing that one down.
People love to tell us about what guns are good. You see
Yeah.
on our
Oh
TikTok
my
recently?
gosh. Our most recent TikTok that just is doing really good. There's probably like, dude, there's like full conversations happening about weapons, their exotic weapons they want to come back. Like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. So
People
you're
calling
right,
us
you probably should.
imbeciles and stuff. It's hilarious.
They're calling
People are
us.
very passionate about this game.
I
They
love
really
it.
hate us
Oh, yeah.
for thinking Hey, a lot of people have my back on the icebreaker coming back though. even
Yeah,
though
yeah, they
it's
did.
not. I just was joking and said it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, icebreaker." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Thank
that's the
you."
only thing that's gonna bring me back in final shape. Okay, a gun. A gun's gonna bring you back to the final
Dang.
shape. Damn, you're not really that hard to please, I guess.
Yeah.
A sniper's gonna bring you back to a full DLC, bro. That's it. Holy shit.
Well, the entire game, basically just being reused inside the Traveler is gonna get me to come back. So I'm pretty pumped. Just
Facts.
kidding.
Awesome.
Dedicated
Well,
servers. That's what's gonna get me to come back.
yes, whatever those are,
Yeah.
whatever they are, I'm all there for it. I love it.
Oh, I have a hot take, like
Yes.
on the PvE side, really
You have
quick.
exactly 3 minutes, apparently,
Okay.
according to
Okay.
Talk as long
I
as you
got
want.
this.
What the fuck?
I don't think raids should be a thing unless you have everybody communicating. Like you should not be able to AFK in a raid. Like
Ooh,
you should
okay.
have to focus the entire time in order to do it. Like if it's true end game, I think that it should actually be challenging.
So the raid. So what I'm getting here is that raids that have like a task for everyone to complete,
or like
is
Crota's End, for example, like in Abyss, everybody has to kind of like be paying attention to the
yes.
lanterns.
That's why
and,
Crota
like,
is so successful, in my
communicating.
opinion. Now is because
Yeah.
everybody has tasks.
For sure.
Like
Everybody
Ron
has to get
was
enlightened.
so pretty, and there were some mechanics, but for like 2 people. That's why you can duo it. That's why you can solo Nez, because like there's nothing to do except clear ads, and like that's just
Yeah.
not a raid to me. That's a strike. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Careful
like
now.
it might be a hot take and it might sound like elitist or whatever. I'm not I'm not like
All these
Salt and
Salt and
Greppo
Greppo
or
haters
anything. I know.
All the Salt and Greppo haters are gonna come after you. You better be careful.
But I feel like end game, if you're getting a squad of 6 people together, like you should have to talk, and like, you shouldn't be able to
Absolutely.
no comms or raid. That's crazy. Like
Yeah.
there's you should have to like strategize and like figure stuff out. Like that's what makes gaming fun, is like being able to do that with a group of people. So
Absolutely.
I'm
I
with
couldn't
you.
agree more.
I'm
True
with you
that.
because I think raids are like one of the most interesting parts of video games where they don't tell you how to do it. There's no instructions on the screen. 6 people have to communicate together and actively finish. Like
yeah.
if it's not, I'm so with you. I 100% feel like everyone should be able to have to do a mechanic. It doesn't have to be like the craziest, hardest thing ever, but at least something where
Right.
everyone's involved. I'm all in
Yeah.
on that. Nerve, what were you
Yeah.
saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, I was just agreeing with the ShieldMaiden's hot take.
Oh, cool.
And I think that's why, like, I'm not a PvPer, but I think that's why I have been playing a lot more recently, is because, I mean, I suck, but it is what it is. I get in there and I do it because you have to talk to people. Like, you have to say where people are and what they're doing, and, oh, he's ADSing on my ore. Like, even when you're dead, you're giving communication. So it's like, I don't know. To me, like, that's what makes the video game. So, I don't know. Hot
I'm with
take.
you.
It's a lukewarm take, in my opinion. No, but I love
You'd
it.
be surprised.
I know you would definitely, like, people want to go in and just, oh, can I just kill ads? I don't really know what I'm doing.
Hate
No,
that.
motherfucker. Hit him with the,
Right.
hit him with a Clyde, where Clyde's like, no one kills ads in my raids. Like it's you come in here and you get taught how to do the things. So whenever you go and do another one without
Yeah.
me, you know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I've always liked that, and I remember seeing something like that with him, and him like just getting on to someone. And then I actually, funny thing is, kind of turned that around. Someone joined his LFG, like his raid for his stream, and someone delegated him to ads, and it was so funny. He's like, "What the hell?"
Oh
It
my
was so funny
gosh.
just kind of see it full circle come back to him. So,
That's
but no,
funny.
I totally agree. It's fun to go in, and I think that's what made Crota such a better raid than it was in D1, where like it was literally soloable back then, like Nezarec and stuff. So the fact that like you have to have people enlightened, you have to know what they're doing. They all have to hold the chalice. They all have to do this, enlighten the plate, hold the. Some people do swords. Some people have to do the oversoul. Some
Mhm.
people have to go get wizards. Some people have to. Towards the end, Crota and Ear Ute, there is more ad clearing people, I would say.
Mhm.
But the first encounter, the lights, the lanterns, and the
Bridge.
chasm are
Yeah.
fantastic encounters compared to what they used to be,
Yeah.
because of that exact reason. People have to know what to do.
Yeah.
So,
And even if you
love
are
it.
clearing ads in the last 2 encounters, like you still have to know what's going on, so that if
Mhm.
dies or, whatever, like you can hop in and like take their place or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Totally.
It's a good raid.
Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Anything else, Mr. Luke?
Call of Duty comes out soon.
All right, get this man off the podcast, bro. Holy shit, this ain't the COD nerds, bro.
Hit me up because
That's
I
not a
want to
good.
play
That's
that.
not a good sound. The COD nerds.
Yeah, it does not sound like a fun podcast.
Maybe for somebody.
Sounds like a fishing podcast. The COD nerds.
COD nerds.
We just know everything about COD, the fish.
All the different kinds of COD.
Trivia.
COD trivia.
Oh Lord,
COD tier
awesome.
list.
How to
No,
cook
I don't.
COD.
Oh my gosh, bro. I have no.
Oh,
I don't
goodness.
know. I
Yeah,
don't have
that's it
any
for me.
hot takes, bro.
Awesome. Well,
All right,
we'll
sick.
take one
Well,
last time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nerve, Shield. Tell us where we can find you all. Shout yourselves out. You have any projects that you're working on or anything?
Oh
cool
yeah,
going on?
please let us know if there's anything that you guys are working on that you want to announce. You know,
Yeah, Shield, if you want to go
right
first.
here first.
Oh god. Okay. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Usually there's an 18 after my name. If there's not, just look for my logo. I do have some things in the works that I can't really talk about yet, but it's big. I'm talking like
Ooh.
big. Like
Oh,
it's
we're
huge,
asking
okay?
after this what it is.
I can't. Yeah, I'll tell you guys, but like it's insane.
That's not an NDA.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Send me the contract.
But
That's
just
awesome.
look for
Exciting.
look for a tweet in like I want to say like 3 or 4 months for either
shit.
the it's that big. It's a months. I never do anything months out. I am a day-to-day person. I'm
Right.
lucky if I even get food in my system. So like like the fact that I have planned this out this far in advance is like it's huge.
It's
But yeah,
awesome.
look for like a really big announcement on Twitter in like the coming months. So I'm working really hard on it. Me and a buddy are. So yeah,
Cool.
okay.
Cool. Mr. Nerve.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube under the name Nirvous, spelled with an I. And I do have plans. Hopefully, a montage will come out soon. So excited for that.
Ooh,
You know, when I was going to
montage.
get your
Can't wait.
profile picture for the thing today off your Twitter, your pinned tweet is your old montage from 2021.
Yep.
And I just watched it again. I was like, oh, that was so good.
Twist did such an amazing job on that.
He did. So I'll look forward
Does
to
he
the next
still
one.
make
That's awesome.
Does he still edit montages?
Not as often. I think he still does, though. Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining. We
Yeah. Thank you
appreciate
for
you
having me.
guys coming
Thank
in
you.
and talking
For
to us about
real.
everything. I enjoyed every second of it. So
Yeah,
This
this
was
was
fun.
fun.
you guys,
Maddox.
if you guys are listening to us on Spotify, we stream this every other Sunday night at 9 p.m. EST. So you guys can interact with our live Twitch chat, Kick chat, YouTube chat. We stream it everywhere. If you're listening on Spotify, then and you've made it to the end, holy shit, thank you. And please make sure you guys go check out Nerve and ShieldMaiden on their respective platforms as well too. My name is Maddox, and I stream very rarely every week, Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays we do scrims, Fridays we do trials, and hopefully some YouTube videos coming out. It's hard because the servers have been awful, so that's about it. Mr. Luke.
My name is Bearded Luke. I don't do literally any Destiny content around other than this. So if you want to watch me play Destiny, good luck. But
I was hoping for that.
you go to youtube.com/beardedluke and you're gonna find the best tech lifestyle content on the internet. I'm telling you. You gotta go subscribe. You're gonna freaking love it. Anyways, got a bunch of stuff I'm working on there. I got a YouTube video coming out next week about this chair that I'm sitting right here, full review. And some other stuff that I have in the works, but life's busy, got babies and stuff like that. So I don't have a ton of time to do any of this. So I'm happy to be here. But yeah, not much going on. I'm going to try to stream on Twitch eventually. I think I'm going to come back and do some Destiny stuff at least once a week, but I'm waiting until I know I can do it. Cause what happens is I like do it and then I don't do it again for like 6 months. So we'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. Next week, we have next episode is going to be a really big one. It's going to be a fun episode. We'll announce it on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter and follow us on TikTok. We're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, buy one. Just kidding. Download one and get it.
Purchase a TikTok. Please.
Purchase an Emblem TikTok account. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Such an awesome episode. And we will see you on the next one. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.